Hi everyone, you have found what to play next. We're doing everything that is awesome in gaming. The Witcher, obviously, being among these things.
I see
so
you gather before me.
crazy priest here
Hungry,
to catch you up on what's been going on.
clutching your babes to your breast.
We love these guys for
Emperor
narrators. They're just
Has
insane.
marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods.
And he just basically gets crazier from here.
You do not kneel,
vilifying the Witchers. They are mutants. Absolutely tearing into magic while blaming the people for it. The sorceresses are counselors to kings, and that's the most democratic they get, so.
Time passed. Our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres.
From what I heard, they invaded elven and dwarvish lands. I assume that these unholy forces slipped through after that. That's when we had magic. Or, well, they had magic in Witcherland. So you play, if you're not familiar with the games at all, you play Geralt of Rivia, who is absolutely glorious. Let me see here. Beast of the White Orchard. Beast of the White Orchard. December. Oh my gosh, that's been a while. I re-downloaded it.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennifer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
I love the Witchers. I love that they're mercenaries because they're such a neutral force. You can just pay them to take care of something. He loves Yennefer in as much as Witchers love anybody. You can have two romantic interests in the story. Triss is considered an underdog. It's never really considered a love triangle. The Slavic aspects of the story let you know that the way of their storytelling often involves, more than one main character. So it's not, he's not trying to use these women. He's not trying to, he's never portrayed as what's the one that's not a Lothario? I'm trying to think of the word for it. He's never portrayed as a Don Quixote or, I can't remember the name of the guy. I think it's Don Quixote type, where he's going to take advantage of Triss or so on. She definitely pursues him. I've been told that there's another ending, so I'm curious to see how that goes. And I did decide to go back and see, is there, another ending afterwards. I can always save beforehand and exactly where that's going to take us, because he does start out pursuing Yennefer. He is concerned about her. He has an incredibly disturbing prophetic dream about her and Ciri. Ciri is his adoptive daughter, so.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Now, Geralt's a mercenary. He's neutral. He's a mutant. People are wary of him. So, go to the, oops, hold on. There we go. Go to the character panel. Okay, so we're going to the character panel. It's got the walkthrough on it. So, oops, that is not what I meant to do. Hold on, left button. Back, world. Got it. I don't want to place a marker. I want not to do this. Inventory. Yes. They did a number of updates to the game. I think with the popularity with the spin-offs, Blood Origin, from what I understand, was a little bit of a flop. To choose the order in which items are shown, etc., etc. So that was disappointing that they decided to be kind of outro with it. They did include a number of wardrobe updates, which fantasy really needed. You also need a certain amount of CGI, special effects, and then storytelling type. So the sepia overtones, that sort of thing. Like what direction they want to go with that. You can't do modular anymore. Sierra, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon. What can I possibly say about her? That we call her Ciri for short. She was born in 1251. She has ashen hair and a scar on her cheek. All true, and that's the Cyrilla I know best. The one I first laid eyes on those many years ago, the one who seemed thoroughly, well, not ordinary, Certainly not as extraordinary as she in fact is. For Cyrilla is also a highly skilled witcher, heiress to several thrones, the last bearer of the Elder Blood, a powerful source endowed with exceptional magic talent, the Lady of Time and Space. Her hair color, and the date of birth seem rather incidental now, don't they? Could also tell you she's Geralt's adopted daughter. That would be a gross simplification. Ciri's much more. She's his destiny, his unexpected child, someone bound to the Witcher by fate's most inextricably tangled fetters. Following an age-old Witcher tradition, Geralt took Ciri to Kaer Morhen when she came into his care. There he and Vesemir taught her the ways of the professional monster slayer. It was then that her magic talents were first revealed and they discovered she was a source. Ciri's gift proved a curse as well, because of it she would one day have to hide from the entire world, including Geralt. So we're really looking, like, we're trying to find out what's going on with that as well, obviously. Already familiar with me and Dandelion, the role I am to play in the following tale. Okay, so Dandelion is our narrator, it looks like. Eskel and Geralt, Lambert, and Vesemir are all Witchers. Incredible graphics in this, just absolutely blowing me away. And then we're in search of Yennifer. I imagine eventually we'll expand to have Triss, but Yennifer is interesting. The sorceresses, like I said, they advise the kings and queens, so they're kind of their best hope for democracy. You know, I'm surprised that they get so much flack, and then
black,
it's kind of natural to be afraid of a Witcher. They were all male, that's how they're portrayed. Where my Witcher sense is taking me. Now, the captain of the guard said that he knew where Yennifer was.
Older,
at least he had some information.
Deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
We are working with the Nilfgaardians because we saw her in battle. We saw her get unhorsed. We saw her having to flee, losing someone or something that was protecting her. So we had this horrible dream/vision, and then we saw the Wild Hunt, which is a really old, that's Proto-Gaelic actually, really old sort of, I'm a hunter, I know better than this. Not that I've done that in a very long time, but that one's Proto-Gaelic, so I was surprised. Riding through the night sky again. So if strange things are afoot aside from Emir and invading Nilfgaardian lands, you know, pushing further into elves and dwarves, etc. And kind of getting a little, what people consider,
what remains of it at least,
too involved there. Most townsfolk want to be left alone, you know, ugh, oh my gosh,
just
graphic.
a couple of weeks old, still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
They don't want to be in this war, you know, that goes without saying.
Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months worth.
So the captain of the guard is going to help us as long as we dispose of a griffin, and it looks like we found it. Which is, you know, that's not the...
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched.
Oh my god.
At least a week.
Girl.
The other griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir.
Interesting. Never underestimate your opponent. This rule is the core of the Witcher's Code, and for good reason. Proper preparation has saved many a Witcher's life. It's likewise worth your while to brew potions, concoct oils, or visit craftsmen before engaging in combat. Expected to battle a strong opponent, you might want to complete some side quests before attacking. Interesting. So, he does have a companion who's helping him look for Yennefer. I thought it added a human note that Witchers sometimes need, since they're so hated on by the townsfolk. And not without reason. They're heartless mercenaries. That's the most dangerous thing out there. France keeps a contingent of them. So does Naples? Naples is in France, isn't it? Where the heck is that place? Someplace east of India has the Gurkhas, who are incredibly dangerous. Just half piping it up here. So, yeah, just kind of an interesting brand there. But the best, people's best shot at help, is that you can pay for it. Let's see. Let me call Roach here. Press left stick twice. Hi, Roach. I love Roach so much. Everybody did. He was the best horsey. Roach is awesome. You can stay on the road at a canter or a gallop if you just hold down on it. So if you like to kind of look around, that's kind of the way to go. You do have to steer a little bit at crossroads and so on because, for instance, our destination is straight ahead. Roach is going to head towards the beach in a second. So, no, Roach. No going to the beach. We're going this way. Sorry. We have to meet up with our friends. We do have those. So, we need backup for the Griffin, especially if he's been messed with like that. A male with his mate taken out. Yeah, that's bad news. That's bad for us. So we'll go talk to Vesemir. He's a little bit, I don't want to say more experienced, but he's definitely, oh, I was trying to pet you, doggy. I don't get to do that. The Witcher is one of the first RPGs that took itself seriously. It was one of the better ones to do it, too. It was very immersed in its own world, even though it wasn't technically open world. You can run out of... Oh, I thought I was right by the end here. Apparently not. You can run out of space. They have the proverbial log across some paths and so on.
Whose field is that, the other side of the river?
By the wood. Boy in Climmix. Good lad, Master Witcher. Though he...
Yes, this boy. Will he venture out to inspect his grain anytime soon?
What for? Harvest is a long way off yet.
Interesting. So he's been looking for side quests and so on. They're just, wandering around, living life.
What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennifer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Vesemir is interesting. He doesn't really seem like a fighter. He's
Later,
just so...
Vesemir.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. No, we're gonna go get the Griffin.
Yes.
Come back here,
What is it?
Vesemir. So we're gonna,
Been busy
go and get
with
the Griffin.
contract.
See if we can find out a little bit more about Yennefer. Link in the description below. Also down there is Gamer
No
Grind.
point in waiting. Let's find a good spot.
Gamer
to
Coffee
ambush.
shipped to your door. You
Going
can
out
put your logo
already,
on merch for
other
nothing
side of the
bucks.
stream. There's fields and a grove.
Oh, he's already
Plenty
got a
of
spot
room
for us.
Far enough
I
so
love
no
Vesemir.
one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Meet you there. Beast of the White Orchard. How dare you push me out of the way? You can support the Pirate Queen as well. We love when you pimp out our merch. Also down there is all my social media stuff, etc. KOFI, buy this chick the coffee, $1, make me smell. Patreon. This cat does not like me. Facebook, etc. But definitely prepare to fight the griffin by brewing a thunderbolt potion. Press. I'm so bad at this. Press the menu option to open the menu. That to me is the menu option. You know, guys, you know. Patreon. So we're on there now. That was a lot of fun. And then also down there, let's see what else. Pretty much after that, you smash the subscribe button and hit the bell. You want to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can get a little thumbnail letting you know what we're doing. If you absolutely love Geralt, if you think that he is all but his man, if you love the graphics of this, or the story, you know, etc., if you just like something to hold you over, you know, if you weren't into season 3 or whatever and you want to see what happens next, or if you did pick it back up, this is the way to go. We also cover everything that's awesome in gaming. So if it's progressing gaming in any way, and The Witcher really did that, kind of get a little bit into game mechanics, storytelling, that sort of thing. I swear to God, Cat. Definitely do that. And you could just see if you want to spend 10-15 minutes with us. You know, we love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride. And we'll see you in the next video.